everybody. Once again, it's BC Begley, and these are your news headlines for November the 30th of 2022. Hakeem Jeffries is set to lead the House Democrats. Emboldened House Democrats are poised to usher in a new generation of leaders, with Representative Hakeem Jeffries becoming the first Black American to head a major political party in Congress as long-serving Speaker Nancy Pelosi and her team step aside. Elon Musk's Neuralink set to show and tell latest brain-computer advances at an event. Elon Musk's neuroscience startup Neuralink Corporation is expected to give a progress report on its brain implant technology in a highly anticipated streamed event Wednesday evening. Doomsday Preacher claims, quote, "Everyone being offended these days are signals of the end of time." Christian pastor Tom Hughes, presenter of Hope for Our Times on YouTube, claims everyone being more offended is a sign that the end of time is coming and that Jesus will return soon. Oath Keepers Stuart Rhodes found guilty of January 6 seditious conspiracy. Oath Keepers founder Stuart Rhodes was convicted on Tuesday of seditious conspiracy for a violent plot to overturn President Joe Biden's election, handing the Justice Department a major victory in its massive prosecution of the January 6, 2021 so-called insurrection. Buckingham Palace official resigns over unacceptable comments to Black charity founder. An honorary member of Buckingham Palace has resigned and apologized after a Black charity founder said she was questioned about whether she was really British at a royal reception on Tuesday. World leaders announce vaccine passports. Following the recent G20 meetings in Bali, the leaders of the world's largest economies issued a joint declaration that, among other things, they called for the establishment of a global vaccine passport and digital health ID system. Half of the world's democracies are in decline, according to a report. Half of the world's democratic countries are experiencing an erosion of democracy, intensified by war in Ukraine and economic crisis, an international think tank said in a report on Wednesday. San Francisco will now allow police to deploy robots that kill. Supervisors in San Francisco voted on Tuesday to give city police the ability to use potentially lethal, remote-controlled robots in emergency situations, following an emotionally charged debate that reflected divisions on the politically liberal board over support for law enforcement. Tech layoffs approach Great Recession levels. The number of tech layoffs this year is nearing annual levels seen during the Great Recession, but it's far from dot-com bust territory. South Korea scrambles jets as China and Russian warplanes enter air defense zone. South Korea said it has scrambled fighter jets after detecting 2 Chinese and 6 Russian warplanes in its air defense zone. The 2 Chinese H-6 bombers reportedly entered and left the Korean Air Defense Identification Zone off the southern and northeast coast at around 5:50 a.m. local time, the country's military said. China vows to crack down as protesters clash with riot cops in hazmat suits. China threatened to resolutely crack down on hostile forces as historic protests continued overnight, including wild street battles with riot cops clad in hazmat suits. The European Central Bank says Bitcoin is on the road to irrelevance. The European Central Bank gave a strong critique of Bitcoin on Wednesday, saying the cryptocurrency is on a, quote, road to irrelevance. New era begins with China's launch of crewed mission to its space station. 3 astronauts lifted off to China's nearly completed space station on Tuesday, marking the beginning of the country's long-term presence in space. Iranians face retribution after World Cup loss against the USA, experts say. Iran's national soccer team faces retribution in the Islamic Republic after coming up short in Tuesday's showdown against the United States, experts have said. Drivers are warned of lava inching toward a key highway as 2 volcanoes erupt in Hawaii. Days after rare dual volcanic eruptions in Hawaii, officials are now urging people not to park vehicles along a key highway because lava is flowing nearby. At least 2 killed in Alabama as severe storms and tornadoes sweep across the South. Severe storms with tornadoes ripped through parts of the South from Tuesday into Wednesday morning, killing at least 2 people in Alabama and damaging homes and other buildings in at least 3 states, officials said. Missouri man put to death for killing police officer back in 2005. A Missouri man convicted of ambushing and killing a St. Louis area police officer he blamed in the death of his younger brother was executed Tuesday night. More than 350 car crashes reported on Minnesota roads. Numerous car crashes and spinouts have been reported on Minnesota roads Tuesday as snow continued to fall in the Twin Cities metro area and beyond. The Minnesota State Highway Patrol said there were 360 crashes and 204 vehicle spinouts between 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Tuesday. 34 people were injured in the crashes, State Patrol has said. Guys, all the links for the articles that I just covered here in this video, they can be found in the description below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys like it. And if you want more news, you can find some original articles over at my website. That's bcbegley.com, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.